Hello, welcome. This is going to be a new special. I thought I would do just some mini features, and in this case, I'd like to give some gemstone shout outs for whatever you may be working with and dealing with wherever and whenever you are in time and space. The one I wanted to pick up today, and regrettably, I am a gardener, so don't look at the manicure. It is not what it needs to be right now. This stone, though, is apatite. It's a gorgeous stone. I don't know if the full color will show up on your screen or not. And I do have a price tag on the back, so I'm not going to give you that back side because I think it just changes the energy. But it's a gorgeous stone, as you can see. And I'll just let this kind of sit here, and I want to read from this book here, The Crystal Bible by Judy Hall. She has a series of books that's awesome, as well as I have another book here that I just picked up at an estate sale. I love those thrifty finds. This one is a little different. So, Colored Gemstones by Paul Deasy, I believe it's called. Actually, why don't we start with his? His doesn't have the metaphysical readouts. His is more from a gemology point of view. So, apatite's a beautiful gemstone comprised of calcium phosphate, and it says in here that it can look like several other types of stones. And in fact, the name comes from a Greek word, apatao, which means I am misleading. And it's commonly found in turquoise, but it can also be yellow, green, brown, white, and violet. It's one of the few stones that can be faceted as a transparent gem in a traditional manner, found as an opaque gem, like we see here, cut into a carbocon, I don't understand that word, don't know that one, that can display a cat's eye effect. So maybe that's some type of an oval. It's a very soft stone, it says also. And so let's move on to this crystal Bible here, and then you'll start to see why I've picked that, because at this time we're looking at the Scorpio full moon tonight. I believe it's the pink moon where the trees start to blossom in my area, and that is definitely going on. So we have this blue apatite. The colors also, as we just learned, yellow, green, gray, blue, white, purple, brown, red, brown, and violet. And so let's read the attributes here. Apatite has inspirational properties, the interface point between consciousness and matter. It's a stone of manifestation and promotes a humanitarian attitude, inclining towards service. Apatite is attuned to the future, yet connects to past lives. It develops psychic gifts and spiritual attunement, deepens meditation, raises the kundalini, and aids communication and self-expression on all levels. So I'll try not to read verbatim and just kind of give you the highlights here. So psychologically, it helps motivation, builds up reserve energy, and induces openness and social ease. So helping those introverted souls to move away from their comfort zones and take the risk of interacting and peopling. So it encourages that extroverted bit there, and also dissolves aloofness and alienation. It draws off negativity about oneself and about others, helping with those Saturn doubts and the Chiron wounded nature. It's helpful for hyperactive or autistic children, or again, introverted. Stimulating creativity in the intellect, apatite clears confusion and helps access information to be used personally and for the collective good. Apatite expands knowledge. And truth eases sorrow, apathy, and anger. and helps overcome emotional exhaustion. So also, I didn't read the part in the other book. It talks about how apatite is also the, what was it? Calcium carbonate. What was it? Oh, for crying out loud. If only I could remember things like this. Anyways, the component is actually the same elements that's found in all vertebrate animals. So it connects with the skeletal system as well. So a lot of these messages are kind of relating back to yesterday's message. So we'll see in today's Daily Dharma, which is going to be coming through very soon. So helps heal bones, encourages formation of new cells, and aids the absorption of calcium. So in that way, it helps cartilage, bones, teeth, and motor skills, and ameliorates arthritis, joint problems, and rickets. So it suppresses hunger, supposedly, raises metabolic rate. Thank you. I could use a little bit of that right now. Encourages healthy eating, helps heal the glands, meridians, and organs, and overcomes hypertension. Balances the physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual bodies and the chakras, eliminating overactivity and stimulating underactivity. Used with other crystals, apatite facilitates additional results. So gorgeous, right? And I do have it in a bracelet form here. You might find something like this if you're interested in working with this stone. And I also have a few here on my sales floor. They're not necessarily the highest quality, but some people prefer one thing over another, and it doesn't always have the general value associated with it. So it talks about the various different colors having their own special attributes. You can look these up. One of the websites that I've really found very informative and thorough in the past has Crystal Vaults, I believe it's called. And then you can say in your search bar, you can say also the stone name and then metaphysical properties, and it will come up with a lot of information. So yeah, blue in particular generally works with the throat chakra and our ability to communicate properly. So I did have two other stones propped up in here, but I think that, and that's where my communication card, it came out earlier before I decided to bring up the gems. It was in the carnelian slot. If that one speaks to you, carnelian is an incredible stone. We'll feature this one on another one. I don't want to do too much reading for everybody. That is faceted as an enormous heart. It's gorgeous, as well as this smaller carnelian heart. Gorgeous, very good for vitality and assertive courage, a little bit more fearlessness. But yeah, stone of vitality and very base and sacral chakra energy. I want to give an honorable mention to one of the stones that I think that apatite looks like. And these, again, just mid value and quality, but you can see they're a nice little stone in that pretty intense turquoisey color. That one is chrysocolla, and that stone is an intense healing one as well. So tranquil, sustaining, meditative, communicative, used within the home, draws off negative energy of all kinds, helps us to accept and allow situations with serenity, especially during times of great change. It invokes a great inner strength, beneficial to relationships that have become rocky, stabilizing and healing both the home and the personal interaction. And I'll leave it there for today. I hope that any of you who are interested in working with some stones, some gemstone crystals, that you find a local shop where you can go and interact with a number of stones on your own versus when you order online. I know it's convenient, but then we put our money into other people's pockets. I know that that's not as um, crucial to everybody's idea, but there's something different about when you are able to pick up a number of stones and really interact with the energies of each particular, because although the item has its own general properties, as you can see, these three stones are different. One is likely to resonate a little more than the next. And maybe you think that you want one of these stones, but when you get to the shop, right next to it is this glorious yellow one. And when you see it, you just say, and you touch it, and it's magic. So that's the way I like to pick up stones, is by personal resonance and magnetism. And that way you can kind of look around and be in that energy, that vibration, and have your outing if you need one. So anyways, I hope that you like the gem feature. If you did, maybe put your favorite stone in the comments or something. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you guys on the Daily Dharma, which we'll be filming in a moment. I'm going to do one more feature today on the I Ching. So, little plug on that one. The I Ching book by R.L. Wing. Look for that next. Thanks, guys.